This is News 3 Now at 6.
For joining us at 6, everyone. We start with breaking news tonight. Madison police say several streets in the area of Monroe Street in Madison are blocked off tonight as authorities investigate a report of a suspicious material in a vehicle. Officials say the investigation is centered on Jefferson Street, which is about 4 blocks away from Monroe Street. The officer in charge tells us police are taking an abundance of caution, and they have reached out to Dane County's Explosives Investigation Unit. And we will keep you updated as we learn more. Next at 6, a winter storm is headed our way, and that could make for messy road conditions tomorrow night and into Wednesday morning. So let's check in or get on a check on the first warned forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Well, Susan, right now it's pretty quiet in the backyard. We had a nice cold day today. Temperatures were in the mid to upper 20s. We had plenty of sunshine, but things will change by this time tomorrow. Doppler track shows just some snow showers downwind from Lake Superior and Lake Michigan, but our next storm system is still back in Colorado and heading in our direction. Winter storm warnings have already been issued for Columbia and Dane County and areas to the south and west beginning tomorrow afternoon and lasting into noon on Wednesday. Winter weather advisories in effect to the north and east of the Dells and east of Madison. Snowfall amounts will probably end up in the 6 to 9 inch range over southwestern Wisconsin and about 4 to 6 inches from Madison on toward the north and east. There also could be a little bit of freezing drizzle, especially on Wednesday morning. We also have an alert day in the forecast for New Year's Day and New Year's Day night for another storm system that could bring accumulating snow, as well as the threat for some freezing rain. Temperatures right now are in the teens and low 20s. Skies are mostly clear and will be mostly clear overnight, but start turning cloudy toward tomorrow morning with a low of 11. By this time tomorrow, we'll see snow falling over much of southern Wisconsin. Our high of 29 probably won't occur until late tomorrow evening when the snow will be falling pretty heavily. Later on, I'll take a look at that second storm in a little more detail in just a few minutes.
All right, Gary, thank you. If you have to shovel or plow your driveway, you probably feel the pain that road crews are experiencing this week. They're just finishing up clearing the snow that we got last night with, as Gary mentioned, more to come in about 24 hours. Our Amy Reed is live on University Avenue in Madison, where she found out what this week will look like for those who keep the roads drivable. Amy?
Well, yeah, the roads behind me are still wet, and if they don't dry up by tomorrow morning or tomorrow, then the city can't prep the roads like they normally would. But they spent today getting prepped for dry or wet roads, and they say they're ready to take on this next round.
Drivers made the most out of the roads today. Tomorrow, they may not be as fortunate.
Material-wise, we are ready to go. It's just a matter of responding to what the weather gives us next.
The City of Madison Streets Division says they're ready for the next round of snow, even if these roads aren't dry enough to be prepped before it comes.
But we'll have to play it by ear, because who knows, maybe we'll catch a break and the roads will be dry by morning, and we'll have enough time to get out there. A lot of it's just sort of playing with what Mother Nature gives us and responding and getting our crews out there to keep the roads as safe as we can.
Crews across our area spent the day getting ready for either possibility. In Marshall, the village declared a snow emergency, expecting inches to fall, while Public Works double-checked that everything's in place.
Basic things, making sure our trucks are loaded with salt, trying to check things over, trying to avoid any malfunctions with our equipment that we possibly can, making sure everything's full of fuel and so on.
They're in good shape, same with the City of Madison. Now it's on the rest of us to take precautions, especially if you live on a side street that didn't get plowed over the weekend because the snowfall wasn't the necessary 3 inches. Luckily, it's nothing new. Slow down and leave plenty of space, which could mean more than 200 feet if you're behind one of these.
If you have to be out on the roads, then make certain that you're giving yourself plenty of time to get to where you have to going. Even with our trucks being out there, if it's actively snowing, it's going to be hard to travel.
Now, another reminder this winter, assume that a wet road is a slick road. It's better to be cautious and drive safely through that than get caught off guard by black ice.
That is for sure good advice. Amy, thank you. A reminder, you can get access to the latest forecasts, snowstorm predictions, radar, and traffic conditions using the First Warn Weather and Traffic app. It is free to download in your smartphone's app store. Developing right now, a death investigation is underway tonight in the town of Sun Prairie. Our Jamie Perez is on the scene and shares what we know so far. Jamie?
Yeah, so as you can see behind me, it's still a very active scene right now. We are on Piercefield Road. This is just off of County Highway TT, as you mentioned, in the town of Sun Prairie. You can see that Dane County Emergency Management has one of their vehicles here, and there are also about 4 to 5 squad cars who we believe are also with the Dane County Sheriff's Office here investigating. Now, again, this is a death investigation where 2 bodies were found outside this home. We're told that call came in around 3:30 this afternoon. Squad cars have been here on scene for the past hour that we have seen so far. The crime tape is blocking off this yellow house here on your left. So we are still waiting for some more information from police, and as soon as we get it, we will bring that information for you as well. We hope to have updates coming up tonight on News 3 Now at 10.
All right, Jamie, you let us know. Jamie Perez, live in Sun Prairie. Thank you. Also developing tonight, a judge has denied bond for the man charged in the bowling alley shooting in Rockford, Illinois over the weekend that left 3 people dead and 3 people injured. At a press conference this afternoon, the Winnebago County State's attorney was asked whether mental health issues could prevent 37-year-old Duke Webb from going to trial.
I'll leave that question to the defense attorney. In a court proceeding, yes, a defendant can be found unfit to stand trial, and there's a lot that goes into that. So that could be a possibility, but I can't comment as to whether that's going to happen, when it's going to happen, or what would be the outcome of that.
Webb faces 3 counts of first-degree murder and 3 counts of first-degree attempted murder in the Saturday evening shooting at Don Carter Lanes. Webb is a U.S. Army Special Forces sergeant based in Florida. Officials say he was in Rockford visiting family while he was on leave. The Winnebago County State's attorney says the entire incident was captured on surveillance video and that Webb admitted to the shooting and then directed officers to the locations of the 2 firearms that he used. Officials with the Winnebago County Coroner's Office have identified the 3 people killed in that shooting. They are 65-year-old Thomas Furseth, 69-year-old Jerome Woodfork, and 73-year-old Dennis Steinhoff. Police are investigating after a body was found at an East Madison park over the weekend. A couple on their morning walk on Saturday morning in Rindall Park called 911 after finding the body at the bottom of a small hill. Police say it is a man in his 30s. An autopsy is scheduled. To our coronavirus headlines now. Health officials confirm more than 1,400 new cases in Wisconsin today. That's a noticeable drop from yesterday's total of 2,300. 26 more people have died. The 7-day average positivity rate has increased slightly to 24.6%. Some of the highest risk people in Wisconsin are next in line to get the COVID-19 vaccine, starting today with long-term care facilities. Our Gabriella Becerra joins us now and shares how facilities close to home are already getting their shots. Gabby?
Well, Susan, in our region, New Glarus Home was one of the first nursing homes to get their vaccines today. New Glarus Home partnered with Walgreens to give the first doses to nearly all of its 74 residents. Only 3 declined, and 1 family could not be reached for consent right away. More than half of the home staff also got vaccinated, and Director of Nursing Patty Emberson
Shop Wild Easttown Honda for clear position team, warning that nothing
returns in January.
It's been a very difficult year, not letting, these residents see their loved ones, their family. We've been their family for the last 10 months. This vaccine is a little bit of light at the end of that tunnel.
New Glarus Home will continue to operate under CDC guidelines until more of the population is vaccinated. Now, DHS predicts that it will be nearly 200,000 people need to get that vaccine, and that could take about 2 months. And that starts with nursing home facilities before they will move on to assisted living facilities.
Gabby, thank you. The UW system is extending on-campus rapid COVID testing until mid-January. The surge testing sites were only expected to run for 6 weeks. Since opening in early November, more than 166,000 tests have been administered. UW system president Tommy Thompson says additional federal funding is allowing the testing to run longer. Coming up next on News 3 Now at 6, after Christmas and with the new year just around the corner, health officials say there is a lot of uncertainty about where Wisconsin's COVID case count could be headed. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
KitchenAid and Amana with blowout savings, like a Maytag washer for $3.99 and a Maytag dryer for just $3.99. And you'll always get more from the More store, like our risk-free 30-day price satisfaction guarantee. The everything's on sale with more selection, more savings, and more satisfaction on everything. Now at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
Start the new year with a new room from Steinhoffels. Get 35% off store-wide, plus take an extra $100, $200, or $300 off the largest selection of furniture at the guaranteed lowest prices, like this sofa with a free accent chair. How about a solid cherry bed for only $549? Warm up with a fireplace, just $699. This 5-piece dining set, now $999. So start the new year with a new room from Steinhoffels and Steinhoffels.com.
'Twas the holiday season, and as is often the case, magic was found in an unlikely place. Molly tried her best to make introductions. Dad couldn't see past his grown-up assumptions. But thanks to fresh ham and warm apple pie, Dad was finally able to see with fresh eyes. With the freshest assortment to make everyone's faves, the happiest holidays start with Pick and Save.
Shop Wild Easttown Honda for clearance deals on 400 new Hondas. Lease a new all-wheel drive CR-V for $269. That's $269 and absolutely zero due at signing at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
As we get ready to start the new year, health officials are urging people to continue to stay home and take precautions to slow the spread of COVID. After Thanksgiving, Wisconsin did not see a surge in cases that many had feared, and that may have meant that a lot of people listened to the experts and celebrated at home. But there is a lot of uncertainty right now about what we'll see after Christmas.
Most people who get exposed to COVID-19 are going to have symptoms 5 to 7 days afterwards. You know, there's that tail that goes to 14 days, but that would put them at the peak of their contagiousness for the New Year's holiday. So it could be that people who contracted the disease during Christmas may not know it yet.
Dr. Potoff says hospitalizations have come down from the end of November when hospitals were stretched very thin, but he says we're still not in a good spot. In the past day, 82 more Wisconsinites were hospitalized, and 22% of hospital beds are available to new patients. Still to come tonight at 6, when can you expect a COVID-19 stimulus payment to arrive? And how much will it be? We'll have an update from the nation's capital. Still to come at 6. Plus the latest on a winter storm that's heading our way. It will start tomorrow afternoon. Gary will tell us how much accumulation to expect in your first warn forecast. That's coming up.
Home Store's biggest New Year's sale starts the day after Christmas. Save big on our latest styles store-wide, including holiday doorbusters like these. Plus, take a bonus 5% off our sale prices at checkout and no interest financing for 5 years. Only at Ashley Home Store.
The holidays are a time for giving.
To your friends, your family,
to your teachers,
In that spirit of giving,
Chevy's proud to give our employee discount to everyone.
the Chevy price you pay
is what we pay.
Not a cent more.
because giving and giving back is what the holidays are all about.
Use the Chevy employee discount for everyone to get a total value of over $8,400 on this Silverado.
Get the Chevy employee discount for everyone today.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Attic Angel Community has earned a reputation as the one and only. But what's so memorable to the people who live here?
It's good local heart.
Interesting friends.
The view from my window.
Continuing education.
The food.
The amazing art studio.
Happy hour.
There are many reasons to love Attic Angel Community, but there's just one Attic Angel.
Took down the tree. That means it's time to put 2020 in the rear view and get to the final days of the Ford Built for the Holidays sales event. It's your last chance for our best offers of the season across the Ford lineup. So hurry in today. The Ford Built for the Holidays sales event ends soon. Get Escape with 0 for 66 financing plus $1,500 cash and $2,000 trade assist during the final days of the Built for the Holidays sales event.
News 3 Now takes you inside Wisconsin's COVID crisis beyond the statistics.
I just can't even imagine how scared and how anxious my mom must have been.
Hear deeply personal stories of people who've experienced it, including one of our own.
Names behind the numbers. Friday at 4 p.m.
Ashley Home Store's biggest New Year's mattress sale starts the day after Christmas. Save up to 65% off doorbuster mattresses like these from the best brands. Plus, get your choice of free Apple gifts with purchase of select mattresses and free quick ship delivery. New Year, big savings at Ashley Home Store.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
New at 6, Wisconsin Representative Gwen Moore says she has tested positive for COVID-19. She tweeted this afternoon that she's in isolation right now and is thankful to be feeling well at this point. Moore encouraged other people to continue wearing masks, washing their hands, and social distancing. In Washington, D.C., the House has voted to increase COVID-19 relief checks to $2,000. That meets President Trump's demand for bigger payments. Originally, the House and Senate agreed on $600 payments. The bill now goes to the Republican-controlled Senate, where the outcome is uncertain. A Madison community organizer is running for alder. Brandy Grayson is running in District 14, which covers the city's south side. Right now, Sherry Carter holds that seat. Grayson says she is prioritizing investing in people, affordable housing, a living wage, and equitable opportunity. She is the CEO of Urban Triage, which works to empower Black families to excel. Grayson's early endorsements include longtime Madison Alder Shiva Bidar and more than 200 community stakeholders who shared their support in the first few hours of her campaign. The board in charge of decorations at the state capitol is set to consider approving a statue of Wisconsin's first Black Secretary of State next month. If the board approves the formal proposal to add a statue of Vel Phillips, plans can move forward to fundraise and select a sculptor. Let's get a check with Gary now on the weather, and here comes the snow.
Yeah, we've been watching this since late last week when we put alert days in the forecast, and we still have them in the forecast for tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow night and Wednesday. The heaviest snow will probably fall tomorrow night. It'll start late tomorrow afternoon. We're looking at about 3 to 7 inches of snow by early on Wednesday morning, and maybe an inch or two more in spots, especially west of Madison, during the morning hours on Wednesday. But everybody else will transition over to some drizzle or freezing drizzle, and then back to flurries by Wednesday afternoon as temperatures turn colder, and that could cause a glaze of ice on untreated roads. So that's something to keep an eye on. Winter storm warnings in effect for Columbia and Dane County and areas to the south and west from tomorrow afternoon into Wednesday morning. Winter weather advisories in effect for a large part of the Midwest, and it looks like now an ice storm warning has been issued over parts of western Illinois into southeastern Iowa, or at least a winter storm watch area. That area will probably stay south south of the heaviest snow, which will fall from southwestern Wisconsin through central Iowa. There could be a foot or more of snow, at least over parts of central Iowa, maybe as much as 9 or 10 inches over southwestern Wisconsin. But take a look at the significant freezing rain that may fall across western Illinois to southeastern portions of Iowa and northern Missouri. Might be a ½ inch to an inch of ice accumulation. That is definitely ice storm potential. As we look at future track, look for skies to be mostly clear for tonight and then start clouding up tomorrow morning. Here comes the snow arriving from the southwest by 6 o'clock, pretty much snowing across most of southern Wisconsin. That will continue tomorrow night and then start winding down a little bit on Wednesday morning. We'll see some flurries Wednesday afternoon, and then as we head into New Year's Eve Thursday, we could see some breaks in the clouds and actually get some sunshine. Then we have an alert day in the forecast for New Year's Day, Friday into Friday night. The latest computer models over the last couple of days indicate a storm system developing down in Louisiana and Texas and heading almost straight north into the Midwest. These storms are dangerous because they bring a lot of moisture, but they also bring a lot of warm air aloft. So there's the potential not only for some snow, but also for some freezing rain. The European computer model shows several inches of snow from late on Friday morning into Friday evening, but also the potential for a ½ inch or more of ice over southeastern Wisconsin into parts of northern Illinois, maybe a ½ inch or more of ice over areas that may get quite a bit of ice from this first storm. The U.S. GFS computer model has a little more on the snow, maybe some isolated 4, 5, 6 inch amounts over southwestern Wisconsin, has a little bit less in the way of ice, but still a potential for perhaps 1/10 to 2/10 of an inch of ice accumulation and freezing rain with heavier amounts to the south and west. So again, that bears a lot of watching as we head into the New Year's Day holiday. So winter storm warnings south and west from Madison south and west from tomorrow afternoon into Wednesday morning. Winter weather advisories elsewhere. Look for a low of 11 tonight with clear skies becoming cloudy by morning. And then for tomorrow, look for a high of 29. Snow developing late in the afternoon from west to east across southern Wisconsin. On future track beginning at noon, notice the snow by 8 o'clock, very steady across all of southern Wisconsin. There'll be areas of heavier snow with maybe 1 inch an hour accumulations. And then as we head into Wednesday morning, we'll see the snow start to break up a little bit. We'll see some freezing drizzle, some drizzle, maybe some flurries, and then temperatures drop off into the upper 20s, and that could lead to some icy road surfaces. Again, heaviest amounts expected west of Madison, maybe as much as 6 or 9 inches there. To the north and east, a little lesser amounts, probably in the 4-inch range or so. 7 to 10 day forecast, that break on New Year's Eve, the next storm on New Year's Day. And then after that, temperatures actually are around normal for the weekend with dry weather, and then above normal for the first part of next week with highs in the mid-30s before another chance of snow toward the end of the week.
And coming up in sports, A.J. Dillon ran wild against the Titans last night while the Packers saw this breakout performance coming. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
We're going to find the perfect treat.
We're going skating. We're going to Nana's.
Wherever you go this holiday, Chevy can help you get there.
Which is why we're making our Chevy employee discount available to everyone.
The Chevy price you pay is what we pay.
Not a cent more. So wherever you go, happy holidays from Chevy.
Now through January 4th, use the Chevy employee discount for everyone to get over $5,200 below MSRP on this Traverse. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection is here 24 hours a day.
7 days a week for all your residential and commercial plumbing services.
From installation, repairs, and maintenance to complete sewer and drain cleaning, we've got you covered.
Visit MononaPFP.com.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
At iMart Express, we've enhanced our safety and cleaning standards so that you can shop safely and save. Get 2 pairs of glasses for under $40 and 2 pairs of progressives for under $80. Shop safely and save at iMart Express.
Right glasses.
Right price.
Right now. Hey, got a great deal at Toyotathon.
Got a great deal at Toyotathon.
You too, huh?
Got a great deal at Toyotathon. Yeah.
Got a great deal. Okay.
It's the final days of Toyotathon. Yes. Time for you to get a great deal.
Right now, during the final days of Toyotathon, you can lease a new 2021 Toyota RAV4 for $209 a month with $500 lease bonus cash included.
It all ends January 4th.
Toyota, let's go places.
2020 has been a year unlike any other. And as we navigate the holidays, we hope you find joy and comfort
in the smiles of loved ones and the laughter you share.
In the tastes, smells, and sounds that kindle warm memories.
And in cherished family traditions, both old and new.
Here's to those who can't be with us. And until we can be together again, wishing you and yours a happy, healthy holiday season from all of us at News 3 Now.
Hi, folks. Tuesday morning, Chris Reese will continue to track a storm system that could affect your commute home. And we're continuing our look at the top stories of 2020, including the protests and unrest that changed the conversation about race here in Madison. See you then.
For the first time this season, the Packers played a complete game. The offense was unstoppable. Rodgers threw for 4 touchdowns. They rushed for over 200 yards and put up 40 points. As a defense, they forced 2 turnovers and held the league's top scoring offense to just 14 points. The only negative was a mixed extra point. And if that's it, you have to feel pretty good about where you're at as a team. And the Packers do.
Just turned to kind of put on a show. You know, we had an opportunity to be in prime time against a really good opponent. I think we've all heard about the conversation about us not beating enough good teams and, not responding and playing a complete game. And this was our response.
What a night it was for A.J. Dillon last night. The rookie running back got his chance and ran wild in the snow, rushing for a career-high 124 yards and 2 touchdowns. The only thing he didn't do well were his Lambeau leaps, but it was a performance the Packers needed and one they saw coming.
You could feel his physicalness, his physicality as he was running the ball. Just really trying to punish defenders.
AJ did exactly what I've been waiting for this whole time, man. He's had a couple flashes, but to have a solid game like that, outrush Derrick Henry when he didn't even start, just a great performance.
Kickoff for the Duke Mayo Bowl is less than 48 hours away, and Wisconsin and Wake Forest have more in common than you might think. Obviously, the two play different styles, but both programs have had to start and stop this year, with 3 games getting canceled for both sides. And both teams want nothing more than to close out 2020 with a win.
We're both 500. Both have had inconsistent schedules. A little added adversity compared to a normal season, but every season has adversity. So we're just 2 teams that are trying to, get back to being who we are and getting back to playing good football.
The Badgers moved up 3 spots and sit 6th in the latest AP Top 25. Wisconsin is one of 9 teams from the Big Ten ranked in this week's poll. Their next game against a ranked opponent is Thursday against Minnesota, but before they get there, they have to take care of business tonight against Maryland. That game tipped off about 20 minutes ago. UW trails early in the first half. Susan will have highlights of that game coming up at 10 o'clock.
We'll look forward to that. Thank you, Zach. And now to Gary for a final check of the weather.
Well, we have that winter storm warning for Dane County and areas to the south and west from tomorrow afternoon through Wednesday morning. Winter weather advisories elsewhere across southern Wisconsin. Heaviest snow over southwestern Wisconsin. Lighter amounts north and east of Madison, but still about a half a foot here. And then an alert day for Friday for another storm.
All right, Gary, thank you. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a nice evening. Hope to see you back here for News 3 at 10.